Welcome to George and Jane's YouTube channel of hobbies and interests. Please subscribe and remember to browse the playlists.
This is part 2 of the Icom IC701 desk microphone I'm attempting to make from whatever bits I've got lying about. And this is the case, and I've actually attached to the case now all the metal box I'd lying about. I've got 4 rubber feet attached. This is to stop any vibration getting into the microphone. You know, if this is sitting on a bench and the fan, although I've got a fan of a transceiver running in the background or something, and it doesn't vibrate into the microphone. I've also fitted this old bracket on the top there. I think this was a camera bracket at one point. And the circuit board is mostly done. I'm waiting on the variable pot potentiometer. That's the only thing I didn't have to make this circuit, so that's done. And I put a rubber grommet in the back there for the cable. And this is the original front panel. This was a little transceiver I made, which I ended up scrapping because it didn't work very well. So that's the front. And what I'm thinking of doing is using this switch here as a, not a PTT, but like if I want to put it on to transmit when I'm doing the SWR or anything like that. So that will stop as it is, and I'll see if I can incorporate this LED in the circuit somehow. So that will show me when this desk microphone's got power to it. Something like that. I don't know. I'm making up as I go along. And then the microphone bit is this bit which goes on there. Let's just show you what that looks like. Let's just put that on temporary. This is the microphone. Come on. There's quite a lot of thread on this. Let's thread it on. Not tightening at the moment. This is going to be the microphone itself, and it's actually a phone microphone like this one. There's a rubber bit missing from that, so that'll go on there. So that'll be the desk, and I'm hoping to have a PTT button in here. So it's coming along, but what I've got to do is try and find some cable to go to this circuit board, and I'm waiting on a 4-pin microphone plug. So I'm hoping with this design, oh yeah, this is a rubber foot doorstop, so again that'll try and reduce the vibration, get to the microphone, you know, like tapping things, and hopefully that will do the job. And yeah, we'll see how we get on. Been working on this desk microphone. Let me put it out in the natural light somewhere so you can see it. Maybe it's better on there. There we go. So we've got a switch there which puts it on permanently transmit. I haven't got a push to talk button yet, and it's all very neat. And but does it work? No, it doesn't work. Well, it does, but it's so low audio, it's ridiculous. Anyway, I've done some research, and although I've made it to the specification and the circuit diagram that's actually in the manual, there's quite a few values of components they've got wrong on the drawing. Whether that's deliberate, I don't know. And I've done some research on obviously on the internet, and there's lots and lots of comments saying that circuit doesn't work, it's got the wrong values. Now, if I'd have done more research before I made it, rather than just rely on the manufacturer's manual, so I'm in the process of changing it, and yeah, changing some components, because they quote a 500 ohm resistor and it should be 10,000 ohms. There's all sorts of silly things. So I've spent money on buying the pots and things, the variable pot, and it shouldn't be 500 or 100 ohm. It should be 10,000 ohms. Yeah. Oh, so it's driving me nuts at the moment. Anyway, and so I'm going to have another go at it, and I've actually started making an integrated circuit version, which has got a gain of 200 or a gain of 20, depends how you wire it, which is this circuit board here. Can you see it in this light? It's such a poor light today. Here we go, look. So I'm working on another board, and see if that makes a difference. Yeah, not everything goes to plan. And this is my homemade desk microphone, and I will go over some of the construction features. Ball joint here, windshield, metal box, earthing terminal needed at the grounding at the back, on off LED indicator, battery powered, gain control. This socket here is quite useful because that's an output of audio I could plug into an audio amplifier to test the quality of the audio on. That's what that's for. And I'll cover the full cost later on in the video, but it hasn't been an easy project, and yeah, it hasn't gone to plan, and I'll talk about that later as well. Well, here we've got the circuit of the, let's put this light out. Can't see it, can you, in this light? Okay, let's try again. Here we've got the circuit. No, reflection's awful. Here we've got the circuit board and the inside showing the actual desktop microphone I'm making with the lead on it. I'm just putting the push to talk switch in, and it's not the neatest of jobs, but it will seem to do the job. And I'll try and actually film it working, and got a grounding wing nut there for need to use it on the case, gain control, LED light, on off switch because it's actually battery powered rather than run it from the power supply of the radio. And I've got to just solder the microphone connector back on the board there, and then it'll be testing time. Hopefully I can get the case on, because I've now got the PTT switch on the top, that red button, and I'll talk about the circuit diagram and what problems I've had. Okay, so here's my desk mic connected. There we go. Hopefully you can see it. This is my homemade one. I'll just put it on a frequency. It's into a dummy load, and I still haven't got this meter working yet. But if I switch this on and then I press the button, it goes into transmit mode. again. Okay. Now I'm going to speak into the microphone. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. And I can turn up the gain. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. A bit more. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. In fact, if I can turn the mic gain here up and turn this down. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Turn it right up. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Too high. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Turn the mic gain down on the front of the radio. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. That seems to work okay.